Welcome to the Leaders Insights podcast. Today's episode, AI liability is no longer theoretical, what responsible deployment actually requires in 2026. A company deploys an AI tool, it screws up, someone gets hurt. Who pays? For years, the answer was a shrug. That's over, isn't it?
Completely over. The durable lesson the smart operators internalized years ago is simple. If you deploy it, you own the output. Not the vendor, not the model, you. Courts and regulators have stopped accepting the algorithm did it as a defense.
But that feels unfair. If I license a model from a big lab and it hallucinates, why is that my problem?
Because you're the one who put it in front of a customer. Look at Air Canada. Their chatbot invented a refund policy that didn't exist. A passenger relied on it. And in early 2024, a tribunal ruled the airline was on the hook. They tried arguing the chatbot was a separate legal entity. That argument got laughed out of the room.
So the separate entity dodge is dead. What replaced it?
Accountability that maps to a named human. Under the EU AI Act, the European law that classifies AI systems by risk level, the high-risk deployments now need a designated person who can explain, audit, and if necessary, switch the thing off. The obligations for high-risk systems started biting in 2026. Nobody's really responsible is now itself a compliance failure.
Give me the uncomfortable version. Most boards treat responsible AI as a poster in the lobby. What actually reduces exposure?
3 unglamorous things. First, an inventory. You'd be stunned how many firms can't list where AI is running in their own stack. A 2025 survey from IBM found roughly 2/3 of executives couldn't fully account for their AI systems. You can't govern what you can't find.
That's embarrassing. Second,
Logging. When the model makes a decision, you record the input, the output, and the version of the model that produced it. Sounds obvious, but when a regulator asks, "Why did your system deny this loan in March?" and you can't reconstruct it, you've already lost. The absence of a log is treated as evidence you weren't paying attention.
and the third,
A human who can actually override the system with authority to do it, not a rubber stamp. The failure mode everyone hits is automation bias. The human just clicks approve because the machine said so. Zillow's home buying algorithm in 2021 is the classic cautionary tale. It kept overpaying for houses, humans deferred to it, and they wrote down over $500 million and shut the unit. Nobody hit the brakes.
let me push. Doesn't all this governance just slow everything to a crawl? Isn't that the price of moving fast?
That's the excuse people used until the lawsuits arrived. Governance isn't the brake. It's the seatbelt. It's what lets you go fast without ending your career on impact. The firms drowning in AI incidents right now aren't the cautious ones. They're the ones who shipped with no logging and no owner and are now paying lawyers by the hour.
You mentioned vendors earlier. Can I offload the risk contractually? Make the AI provider indemnify me?
You can try, and you should read the contract carefully, because most of those indemnities are narrower than they look. Microsoft and others announced copyright indemnities for their AI products back in 2023. That's a vendor-provided promise, and it covers a specific slice, mainly copyright claims on generated content. It does not cover your customer harmed by a bad decision. That liability stays with you.
So the buck genuinely stops at the deployer. What's the one thing a listener should do Monday morning?
Open a spreadsheet and write down every AI system touching a customer or a legal decision, and next to each one, put a human name. The person accountable if it fails. If any row is blank, that's your biggest liability, and you found it before a regulator did.
A spreadsheet, not a framework, not a committee.
The committee comes later, and it'll waste a month. The spreadsheet takes an afternoon and tells you exactly where you're exposed. Start there.
Done. Want to know where you actually stand? Take the AI self-assessment at mba-training.com.